Yes, alright. Mpenzi msikilizaji wa Radio Maria Kenya na Ruka Sauti ya Kristo nyumbani mwako. Zimekatika dakika 2 ndani ya saa 8 mchana majira ya Afrika ya Mashariki. Na hivyo basi sasa hivi ni ule wakati ambapo tunabadilisha kidogo. Tunaingia upande wa The Youth Zone pamoja na Sister Aurélia. Na nikukumbusha kwamba siku ya leo tutakuwa tunazungumza kuhusu, let me pose the question in English. Why should youth or young people join church groups? Kuna manufaa gani vijana wakijiunga na vikundi vya kanisa? Hilo ndio swali letu siku ya leo ambalo Sister Aurélia atakuwa anazungumzia. Na hivyo basi tuweze kukaa makini sana, tuweze kupata kuelewa ni kwa nini wewe kama kijana, ni kwa nini wewe kama Mkristo unatakiwa kujiunga na makundi ya kanisani.
Ni sauti ya Kikristo nyumbani mwako. Tusikilize kote ulimwenguni kwa kudownload application ya Radio Maria kwenye Play Store au tembelea tovuti ya www.radiomaria.co.ke.
Yes, right, mpenzi msikilizaji wa Radio Maria Kenya Nairobi, zimekatika dakika 32 ndani ya saa 8 mchana majira Afrika Mashariki, leo ikiwa ni tarehe 8 siku ya Jumamosi mwezi wa pili mwaka 2025, na ambapo tupo ndani ya mitambo ya 107.3 FM na 107.0 FM maeneo ya Kericho na viunga vyake. Na kipindi ambacho kinaendelea sasa hivi ni The Youth Zone, tukiwa pamoja na Sister Aurélia, na tutakuwa rejea ili tuweze kuendelea na kile ambacho tunazungumza kuhusu vijana kujiunga na makundi ya kanisani. Tukirejea upande mwingine wa studio, we are getting back to get tuned to Sister Aurélia, and I can see she's got a visitor, and we're going to hear from both of them what they have prepared for us at this particular time on the second session of this program. And just before Sister Aurélia, I come back to you. There is a question, or rather as let's say it's a suggestion or maybe a comment on what really bothers the youth. Someone has said here, and I quote them, Pilgrims of Hope Together in Prayer, Patrick Ndego from Kerego, Kericho Diocese, is saying that the challenges facing the youth is so immense that the society is burying its head in the sand. And he says that we pray that more ecclesiastical groups like Movimento de la Esperanza. You have an idea of what that is?
No, the person will explain it.
You've got an idea of that, what that is?
No.
It's the movement of hope.
The movement of hope.
And
okay.
Sons and Daughters of Saint Anne congregation. All right. He's saying that continue to reach out to many vulnerable to the society, and let us be active in participating in the social, economic, and spiritual activities. Now, on that note, and I'll leave you the ball. The court is yours.
Okay. Was that a question or a compliment?
It was a comment, more of a comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just adding to what I was saying.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like I said, it is very, very important for us to have church groups. And like I have shared with us, we have looked at those church groups and what they actually do. And with us, we have a guest. I will ask him to introduce himself, and then for the fact that he is late, I will be ready to fire him questions. And please, our dear viewers, if you have any question, he will have to answer all of them for his punishment.
Yes.
For coming late.
I'll also be part of the firing squad.
Please, please, back to you. Kindly tell us your names, where you're from, and what do you do?
Okay, number one, I am very sorry for coming late. And if given another opportunity, I will come very early. In fact, I will sleep around the place here.
Okay.
Then number two, I thank God for the moment, for the chance to be at Radio Maria, to talk to Kenyan Christians, to talk to Kenyan youth, to talk to everybody who is listening to Radio Maria at the moment. Then number three, I am called Shambah, or others call me Christopher Shambah, but I like Shambah. And I'm a student of journalism and mass media studies at Tangaza University. Thank you.
Interesting.
Once again, an alumni group.
an alumni group. You start paying me because I'm bringing your team.
No, I'm supposed to be their mentor.
Okay, please help
I'm yet
us.
to be alumni.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just beginning.
So thank you very much, Shambah.
Yes.
You are most welcome. And because we are quite running short of time, I just want to ask you, why do you think it is important for young people to join church groups?
It is important because no man is an island. That is the starting point.
Mm-hmm.
That no man is an island.
Mm.
And for that fact that no man is an island, we need others. We need our fellow young men to surround us. You need a young man to be with you. I need one to be. And in the environment of the church provides, a church is a community on its own. And it provides a chance, or it creates that environment whereby young men can be mentored in faith, can be mentored in values, and they can be given whatever they need in their life as the youth. For that reason, we need movements, we need to join them in the church.
Okay, thank you so much. Like you said, we can't be on ourselves. We can't be alone. We need other people. And I understand there are some young people that are not into those church groups. And I'm just trying to understand, what are some common misconceptions do you think young people have about church groups?
Yes, we were told the church is a holy place.
Mm-hmm.
And for that matter, I, knowing that I'm a sinner, I can fear to go there.
Okay.
And the church being holy and young men being sinners, we have never understood that a church being holy is a pool where we can enter and swim and come out better. So for that matter, there is this stereotype that the church is holy and I'm not holy, though I cannot go there. Mm-hmm. And then another thing, there is this strictness. You know, as I said earlier on, if a church is like a family, whereby there is a father, there is a mother, there are kids. And you know, as a father, they are always strict on their kids. They want to bring out good people or good society from these young men. So the church being holy, it is quite automatic that the rules are there. Okay. And because of these rules, we fear to go there because they are very strict. Mm-hmm. But in true sense, if you go there, they are not that strict as you say, because it opens a way, it gives you a chance to explain yourself, it gives you ears to listen to you, and for that matter, maybe we were told that it is a holy place, and then there are rules, and it is also for the perfect people. If you are not perfect, then you don't fit in that system.
Okay.
And that is what people think outside there. But actually, we need to go back to the church to be formed, to be mentored, and to be brought up well. It is not that strict as people say.
Okay.
It has ears, it listens to us, it has more space, it gives us a chance to explain ourselves, so we should not fear it.
In actual sense, you are telling young people, feel free and come home.
Yes, that is
Don't be afraid of home.
That is our home.
Okay. And I understand that the church is also doing well to, to shape the young people, to mold them into what Christ would have done if he was here. And I'm just curious, what can church groups to help these young people to grow more spiritually? What can it help to do to help them not to be afraid of church?
Number one, I think the church leaders should be friendly to these young men and women of this world at the moment. If they were friendly, like they used to tell us long time ago that a story that there was a man who went to the bar and accidentally he broke the glass. And the barmaid came and even knocked on his shoulder, telling him, sorry.
Okay.
It's okay, don't worry. And then another one went to church and the phone rang.
Okay.
Accidentally. And people were like, wow, what is not happening? Look at this one. You mean you're in church and the phone is on? That man went home and he never went back to church. but he's always in the bar. So he believes that in the bar, the bar is very friendly. That
There is
environment,
more love and acceptance.
Yes, there is acceptance, there is love, there is everything there than in the church. You go to church, as I said earlier, it is very strict, so you cannot. So I think the church leaders should be friendly to these young men and women, and they should also create a chance where these young men and women express themselves.
Express themselves.
Maybe if I interject something, the example he has given is very lively. Like not more than a fortnight or a week ago, there's someone who went to a certain woman who went to a certain church, and she was crying for rent. She was like, Pastor, I don't have rent. Then she was told, go to the police station or look for a government office. Here we only deal with spiritual matters. As you're speaking right now, the woman got a job in a bar.
Good.
As a cook. She's now as a chef. She's now a chef in a bar. Where but she went to church.
To church, and she was not welcome.
She was not welcome.
That is really a sad situation, and it is actually happening. And some people come and knock at the church doors, and they are told, "We don't have anything." And when they go to the bars, they are received very well. You know, some of them, you don't even need money. People will contribute to make sure you drink. They give you.
Yes.
So you.
There is this other example of on Sundays, mostly on Sundays. Tomorrow is on a Sunday. When drunk men go to a bar, after they have finished drinking, maybe they finished at 1 a.m., they'll look for each other. Do you have a means of going home? No, let me carry you in my vehicle.
They drop each
Let me
other.
drop you. They drop each other.
Yes.
Tomorrow, go to your church and check how people will be living.
One person, others are walking.
Exactly.
That's a live example.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
It's really sad, and it is calling on us as parents, as elders of the church, to be cautious of these things that are happening and take in. However much I know that there are some people that have abused those privileges, knowing that you are a church leader, I know that this house is for sisters, so let me go there and pretend that I'm needy. Then when I get in, I loot. I steal from them. After all, I know they are sisters. They won't do that. They won't follow me up or like to punish me. Some people have taken that advantage, and it has also closed up to some extent. But again, I would say that the church is a welcoming place. It depends on the personality. If you go to church and you are not received, if you go to church and you are not welcomed, don't generalize the church. It is that pastor's problem. It is not God's problem. If Christ was to be here himself, there is no way he would have chased you out of the church. So pick out a lesson and go with it. Don't say, all church leaders are like that.
But I also think most of the time we do focus so much on being holy that we forget we are humans.
Exactly. But what is that holiness? You chasing away a beggar. Is that holiness really?
It is not holiness, but it depends with the experience sometimes.
The experience.
For example, a priest was at the parish, then he welcomed us. Yes, you have said he welcomed a person who looked really in need. Then after the night passed, the person stole everything and went away. Do you think that priest will again?
He will not.
Someone? Like there was an example, I won't mention the country, but this person went for confession. First of all, a priest planted maize. Then during harvesting time, people came and stole the maize, the whole farm at night. So a priest was looking for the maize and the thief who stole that maize, but he didn't find the person. So he went and preached in church, and somebody felt like I should go and confess. So he went in the confession box
and confessed.
And confessed, I'm the one who stole the maize. Then a priest, and it allows them before absolution. He told him, wait a bit. He went out, called the police. Police came and arrested the man. Do you think people still went to that church?
They will not even go for confession again.
People will not go for confession.
They will be
because
afraid.
Now you have already created fear among people. But it is out of experience.
It is out of experience.
And we have a problem of generalizing things. that because you hurt me and you're a nun, then
All
automatically
nuns are
all nuns are bad, which is not the case. You might be bad, but another one is good.
I understand where we are, and I will also say that we are not justifying church leaders
Yes.
because we are in that line, but we are trying to liaise, to think aloud, to critique what could be their reasons. And for that matter, we are trying to say maybe from their experiences, not forgetting the fact that some people, it is their personality. They don't have any experience.
Yes.
Probably they have heard from someone. It has never happened to them personally,
Yes, yes.
but they have taken it too personal.
So maybe you are talking of the inheriting problem.
In the inheriting problem?
Yes, meaning we can even inherit enmity. Just because I'm your friend,
And you told
and
me.
I'm your friend, and he is not your friend, then I have to make him an enemy also because he's not your friend.
Exactly.
So maybe this problem, because I heard from you, I don't have any experience, but because I just heard something somewhere about you, then I just say no.
Just quit.
Yes, I just quit from there. We have that problem also.
It's really sad, and I don't know what we can do about it. Okay?
And so on that,
Mm.
on the youth now,
Yes.
I think there is something we will have overlooked that really affects youth. Sometime you live maybe today is on a Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday morning. There will be mass tomorrow in the morning. Then someone has left. When I look outside, I can see a club
Mm-hmm.
right next to this church here.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a mode of dress code of the church. Then there is someone who will leave the club that morning,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be like, what am I doing? Let me turn a new leaf. Let me change myself. Let me go to church, people. Let me go and meditate.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll get at the gate, because they're from the club, of course, the way they're wearing. Then there is a board on how you're supposed to dress.
Mm-hmm.
Then this person marks themselves. I'm putting on a vest. It's cancelled. I'm putting on this and this. It's cancelled. Then they'll be like, no, I'm not entering there.
I would rather go home.
I'd rather go home.
Yeah, in that line, we also need to know that a church has its standards and its values. If that board is not put there, trust me, Gen Zs, Gen Alphas, people will come dressed in panties. That is the honest truth I can say. If that dress code is not put, now you can imagine the kind of chaos that will be in the church. We are not saying that they should chase away those young girls and boys, but the church needs to have a standard, to be honest. Order. And I will use Tangaza University as an example. You come to the gate, dress code. It will welcome you. Other universities, they don't. But compare the values in Tangaza University and the values in other public universities. You definitely tell me that there is a difference.
There is.
Even the people that are produced from that place, they are different out in the society. You find that Tangaza will tell you miss class 3 times, out.
Yes, out.
No exams.
And you are out.
Public university, you will attend the first class and the last one. Then you come and sit for exam.
Some people think that I'm a joke and they did all the exams.
but now giving that example of Tangaza, you know, at Tangaza we always say that is where the hearts are touched and lives are transformed. So that is a transformation field. But looking at an example of this, the dress code, put at the entrance of the church, because I think long time ago it was not there.
Yes.
But nowadays they
must have had experiences.
They have had experience maybe. Don't we see that we are turning the church as a place of judgment? Because they say that the door should be open for everybody to come in. Why can't we allow these people to come in? Then somebody talks about the dressing code.
I would say that we are not really turning it into I'm talking, don't judge me too. We are not turning it into a judgment place.
Yes.
But like I said, order has to be there.
Yes.
You know, the devil is not sleeping.
Yes.
Some people can be used purposely for that, temptation. I have had experience, now let me leave the church. A student coming to class without a panty and sitting in front, and she wants to open her legs to seduce the lecturer.
I have seen that too.
Now, if that happens in the class, imagine it happening in the church. A priest is at the altar, you are opening your legs. What are you expecting?
Confusion.
Will he even talk?
Anguka nayo.
Anguka nayo. So I think order must be
I also
respected.
saw the same thing happening somewhere around Nairobi here. During the offertory time, then the university girls, they were the one animating the mass. One of them came, really, you look at it and you just say, I'm done.
I'm done. So if you...
So CWA members had to come with their kangas, lesos.
And tie her.
Yes, to cover that girl, and then they told her, now you can go back home. That shame now.
Now imagine you were like, I'm gone. You, the crowd.
For me,
Okay.
at my age, I was like, well.
Now imagine what is happening to the mass servers, the seminarians at the altar.
I thank God the priest was somehow old. So.
Come on, whether old or not, feelings are there. So to be honest, the church needs to maintain its order. There are certain things that we say, oh, okay, we can overlook this. But there are certain things we don't compromise. You don't allow people to come naked to the house of God. They should know. And if you came back from the club, and you really want to turn a leaf, you can as well rush home. There are how many masses in a day? About 3 masses or 4 here.
Yes.
About 3 or 4 masses in St. John. At least most of the churches that I've known. Go home, take your shower, dress up, and give that respect to the house of God.
But
that's
now,
what I can say.
as you say that, whom do we blame? Because the church used to be school. It used to teach responsibilities. It used to teach values, morals. What went wrong?
Now, as for blame, like you said, I'm not here to judge anybody.
Yes.
But I will blame the society, the entire society. I'm not blaming the church. I'm not blaming the school.
Society,
In the African traditional society, a child belongs to the community.
Yes, it was.
You come dressed somehow in my village, the man will call you and flog you thoroughly, and you will even beg him, don't tell my dad.
Yes, yes.
Allow me to judge, because all of you are fearing to judge. Let me judge.
Okay.
Can I judge?
It's up to you.
This goes back to parents. From the moment you start raising your child, the way you dress them.
Exactly.
From the beginning, from when they are 3 years old,
Yes.
when they can tell this is a nice cloth, this one is a bad cloth, or even they like this cloth or this one they don't like it.
You want them to show their nyash.
Yeah, from that moment, it still goes back to parents.
The family. The family is the seed.
Then it goes to it begins with the parent, the small family. Then from the small family, it goes to the small Christian community. Then the small Christian community comes to schools, and then from schools to the church. And
Let
then
me exempt the small Christian communities,
Yes.
the SCCs.
Because youth do not go to
They don't go there.
They don't go there.
So
And they are failing. That is a failure
Yes.
now. We should go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most you don't go for SCCs.
So, I see time is not on our side, and this discussion is getting really hot. I will beg that we close, then we shall continue with our discussion on the same topic, same questions, next Saturday in this program. But if you have some questions that our viewers, our listeners have spotted for us, we can just listen to them and see what can be done.
Because of time, it won't allow me to do that. We will be preparing for Divine Mercy.
Divine Mercy. And is there a possibility of you serving them? We reply them, because those questions are very, very important to us.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So next Saturday, we are going to begin with your questions. We are going to begin with your comments. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for viewing. This was Youth Zone with Sister Aurélia, right on Facebook, on YouTube. And on Facebook, we were with Radio Maria Nairobi.
Radio Maria Kenya
Nairobi. Thank you very much and stay tuned. You said that if we call you back, you will come back for your punishment. So next Saturday we are expecting you here. Thank you very much.
I will sleep around the place.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Na mpenzi msikilizaji wa Radio Maria Kenya Nairobi, zimekarika dakika 56 ndani ya saa 8 mchana majira ya Afrika Mashariki, na ndani ya dakika 4 hizi tutakuwa tunaingia kusali rosari ya huruma